awkward moments while Emily makes sure that we get a commercial and we're live. And I always look around. I need to look at the camera. I can just grin at you all.
Ad.
I never get an ad on my iPad, but it is slow.
Okay, we're good.
Okay, cool. Hey friends, welcome to my studio. Happy Wednesday Friends Day. I mixed it up a little bit. Emily's here with me today.
Hello.
We're gonna paint a cute wren. The link to the reference photo is in this video's description. Stuart Bartlett took the photo and it's on unsplash.com. I assume I'm in frame, Em. Isn't that cute? It's pretty much a circle. I don't know if I can totally, am I getting it? And then like a little lump for the head. Okay, we're gonna fly over to my art table and get started. Why couldn't you do that, Em? We really need more cameras so people can see what you do behind the scenes.
Then I won't do it.
Then you won't do it.
Yeah.
There, did I set that up for you a little bit better than usual, or it's about the same?
That's good.
Yeah, now that I always see the extra the little more height on the top, I'm like, huh, it's not me. It only took me how long to, you've probably been telling me for weeks or for months. And
I never said specifically that it's at the top. I just said that it's somewhere.
Somewhere. Okay. I'm going to sit. Oh, now I have a commercial. Can I skip my own commercials? Maybe that's not quite so funny. Okay, you guys, I'm trying to get on my wooden stool. Okay. I think I'm going to leave things where they are because it actually kind of adjusts too once I let it sit. So I painted this background on a birchwood canvas panel. I've got one here from US Art Supply. I thought you guys might want to see it quick. Cradled wood, which means it has this depth to it, kind of like a gallery wrap canvas. I put 2 coats of clear gesso on it. You could use white gesso. I just happen to have clear in my studio. You could, if you have clear, you could mix some white paint with it if you want white gesso. I don't know how transparent that would be. If you guys have done that, let me know in the comments or in the chat, or both. There's a link in this video's description to how to paint a simple background like this. It really turned out yummy. I totally forgot I wanted to paint it gray because I was looking at the reference photo, which has greens in it, but it turned out really pretty. Isn't that fun? I paint the sides in case, especially on these little ones, in case people don't want to frame them. I printed out the photos 6x6 and just used it as a traceable. And then I went ahead and did a little bit of the little teeny tiny work with, that's a number 1 Princeton round select with a little liner brush. And really, my painting isn't done, but I could have a couple of big swipes of color and it could be done. I just thought I might point that out. So basically the white is where I want my highlights and it'll remind me. And I put in some of the blacks for fun because once I get going. And then here's a look at the eye. The eye in the reference photo looks pretty black with a gray highlight on top. Boy, I didn't think I'm shaking that bad, but I'm looking at my phone and it's wobbling. I think I might still put a lighter highlight in there. Okay, and I need to go through paints. Sun's coming from over here, is it? Yeah, you can see it. Mr. Sun. Okay. Stuck together. So how do I know what colors to use? Well, since I was following the reference photo, the only green I have in my studio is Hooker's Green. You could mix a green. Pick one of your blues and mix a green. So that's Hooker's Green. Since I mentioned it, I'll pull it up. Pull it up. Titanium White. Oh, I think my jar of white's over by my big easel.
Do you want it?
Nah.
Okay.
Cad Yellow. Medium Hue. Got to get all those words in there. And then I thought you could use a quinacridone because there's some oranges in the leg, even a little red right there. I don't know if you can see that. Orange up in the beak, a little orange in the tail maybe. So I just put out some orange instead of, because a quinacridone you could make an orange. But I thought it's pretty light and I need to get rid of it, so I thought I would use the cadmium orange hue. And then the raw sienna is a nice color for the, I think this is a Carolina Wren. So raw sienna, and then Mars black. Where's, oh, my black's over by my, you guys know what that looks like. It's over by my other easel. Okay, Emily, the table is set.
Whoop whoop.
Did you just go whoop whoop on live?
Let's see. Tonight in the chat with us, we have Tinker, Suzanne, Cindy, Bonita, and Leanne.
Hey, thanks so much for coming. We super appreciate it. We look forward to Wednesdays. It's really fun. It's really fun for us. Okay, I'm just trying to decide how big of a brush. And it doesn't really matter if I use a flat, oh, that one's even dirty, or a filbert. Maybe I'll start with this one. It's a number 10 Zhu Ting. Got it on Amazon. I'm trying to figure out where to put my reference photo. Maybe I'll put it right in front of my water. That could be dangerous. Okay, I think actually, after I decided that, I'm going to go down in size a little bit, and I'm going to paint some of the orange on. Let's see how that looks. I think my orange is semi-transparent. If you can barely see by my thumbnail, that box is half open. I like it better when they put it on the front, like this one. Plus, the white's easier to see on that dark green. Let's just see what this does. So this is about a 1/4 inch flat brush, craft brush from Craft Smart. I don't know. Oh, number 6. It's still on there. I got it at Michael's. All right, let's start here. I got to warm up a little bit. We have the window open, but I don't know how nice it is outside.
It's like 30 and partly cloudy.
Oh, well, there's not much wind.
That's what my watch says.
One thing nice too, I mean, if you want to sneak up on your layers, this is a dark background. So I'm not gonna, even though I'm painting straight orange, it's definitely not gonna look straight orange. Might need a little white in it. That might be a little too, I might be a little scared here yet. I gotta warm up a little.
Vanita, I'm sorry if I butchered your name, it says yellow and black makes a great green too.
It does. That's what some of this turned out to be. I just, you can tell I didn't mix that many puddles for the background. You could use any brush. I used this flat brush from Royal and Langnickel. It's a 3/4 inch. And I would just dip some in dip it in the paint, the corner in the paint, and I just blend it right onto the wood panel. About 2 coats. I'm a 2-coat person. And then, as I mentioned, there's a link in the video description where I paint a couple backgrounds in real time. You see, I don't know if I really want the white yet either. It's so much more opaque.
Carmen says, hello everyone, I also love birds. Wondering what type of varnish to use when painting on wood. I painted on wood and I'm afraid to ruin it.
Oh.
Do you just use your normal?
I use the Liquitex Permanent. That's down there. No, I don't know where it is.
Is it on your table?
Oh, it's right there.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to grab?
Yeah. It shouldn't matter. I have gessoed on plywood and varnished it. You can use any varnish, I would think. You can also read the bottle. I don't know if anybody can hear the dogs.
I'll open it when they're done.
So I like this because it's easy cleanup. You can wash your brushes with water, self-leveling. What else? Just kind of stir it. I don't know what else I want to say about it. Anyway, I like that. It is permanent, though. You can't remove it, which I don't think is a bad thing. If you're oil painting, you might want a removable varnish because things yellow and crack and over time. Okay, I need to kind of warm up. What'd you say about the dogs barking in?
Oh, I'll open the window again when they're
done
chatting to each other.
Oops, I think I'm going to want that more yellow. So it takes me a little bit to warm up. And then once I'm going, it's hard for me to stop. Oh, here, maybe you guys wanted to see the feet too. They're not really done, but I just didn't want to lose them. I don't know if I know I showed the eyes. Okay. Okay, if there's anything else that you want to see closer, let me know. I don't have to have my tape rings to lift it up because it's a chubbier canvas.
Carmen says, okay, thank you very much.
I used to use spray varnish, which works great, but you need to do it outside. And I was doing it in the garage, which worked well, except for if it's a windy day, then the leaves and the bugs are coming in. And well, the bugs anyway, no matter what kind of day it is. Well, I kind of like the yellow. So what I might do is just get some paint on here and pick up the pace a little bit. It dried, but both varnishes dry quick. The spray and I don't remember what brand the spray was. So I didn't know about Carolina Wrens, and I painted one, oh gosh, I don't know how long ago. I don't know if it's been a year. There's a traceable for it. That link's also in this video's description. And I didn't know if anybody would buy it because they don't come quite up to Omaha that I'm aware of. Mm-hmm. And then I sold it. I was just telling Emily before the live, I took it to one of the galleries on my day to work there, and it sold fast. I'm like, oh, okay. Of course, they were from out of town. So I don't know if that played a part in it.
Maybe. There's plenty of people that are from out of town.
Yeah. Well, maybe they just might just liked it. Who knows? I'm gonna need a title for this one, but I don't know. I don't know if you guys, no pressure. You know, I asked that quite a bit. So I'm just kind of sneaking up and warming up a little bit here. I think might help me. Let's go to a bigger brush and go to some just straight up color. All right, let's try this one. I grabbed it. Looks pretty new. I like that. Can you tell I'm wrestling with my reference photo? Oh, you know what we should do is paint the wood.
Oh, yeah.
Because the feet go over the wood. Okay. I'm like, what color do I want? Oh, this color, so I took a little bit of my Mars Black. Actually, yeah, just a little bit of Mars Black, quite a bit of the raw sienna, and it makes almost a burnt umber color. I think I'm going to gray it down. I don't know how warm I'm going to want it. You know, I haven't been painting on wood as much, and I like how smooth it is. You know, sometimes it takes a little more paint, a little more fighting when you have canvas. Linen is smoother. I have never painted on linen. Brush stroke direction helps you, but you don't always have to worry about it with every stroke. I'm just going to paint because I like to paint. Is that in, I'm going to scoot that up a little bit. I was going to ask Emily if that's in frame, and I can just look at the, I have my iPad off to my left. I can just look. I think that's too light. But it's going to dry darker too with that background. Mm-hmm. This might be too dark. I feel my hair touching my phone. Am I wiggling?
No, I don't see any wiggling.
Okay. If you wondered how close I am. Oops, kind of a dirty brush there. And I think I just painted out part of my toe. But that's why I want to paint them in so I don't lose them. Let's see if we can wash it up. Okay, I don't like my reference photo there. It covers my water. Another nice thing about painting the feet this morning is they're dry enough for me to kind of scrub them. kind of like the job I did on them.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they're not done.
I like the light direction on this birdie.
Yeah.
At least
Yeah.
what you have so far.
Yeah. I like it when there's some light in the photo. It's easy. I think it's easier to paint.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I'm still not liking what I'm doing. Maybe I can tuck it there. Sound like a cranky artist. I'm gonna lose that toe again. That's kind of fun. These birchwood panels are smoother than when I paint on the plywood, which I don't do very often. But the gallery in downtown Omaha has it has an entrance that's covered on 3 sides before you actually go into the gallery. So it's sort of covered from the elements, and we all have, not most of us, I should say, not we all, have painted 16 by 16 inch plywood panels out there. This is much nicer. Okay, I'm gonna warm up. So I'm gonna go with some raw sienna, a little bit of white. Let's warm up. I don't know if that's toe or what. Oh well, let's just paint it. I'm really choked up here, meaning I'm close to I'm gonna back up a little bit. That can help you loosen up a little too. Oh, I know I choked up because of these little...
You're trying to treat the... Is that a half? What is that, a quarter inch? Half inch?
It's a number 10. It's probably a 3/8. I'll measure it here in a sec.
You're trying to use it as like a 1.
A little bit because I was trying to get into the...
Yeah.
Between the toes. Oh, depends on how squished it is. I feel like it's a little bigger than I'd say 3/8 down at the ferrule.
Mm-hmm.
A little narrower up at the filbert part. Whoops. So my second coat's going to be more opaque. I haven't seen any movies. I was trying to think of what's going on in the world. I'm done feasting. The holidays are done. Oh, I have some candy pecans, Em. I know you said no before, but
Okay.
And they keep forever. You don't have to take any.
Mm-hmm.
I've almost eaten through the batch I set aside for you.
The good batch or the bad batch?
It's all the same batch.
Oh, it's all the same batch. Okay.
I just set some aside and put them in a container because I thought you wanted some, but I think you did, and then I think it was like, oh wait a minute, I'm so tired of eating.
Yeah. In the last 2 holidays, I guess we didn't bring anything for Christmas to Chase's family, but for some reason we've gotten sent home with like a bajillion leftovers. Like last time, for Christmas, we went home with half of a Costco-sized pumpkin pie.
Ooh.
Which is massive.
That's a big, I don't know what size that is. It's a big pie.
Yeah, they're big.
Like 16 inches?
Probably.
Across?
Probably.
Yeah, they're big.
But yeah. And we didn't even finish it, which that says something, because usually leftovers are like gone in 2 days a day.
It's a lot of pie.
Mm-hmm. Are you? Never mind, I think. Maybe I don't know if I buffered on the other one. I was Googling something.
So far, it's okay on my phone.
Okay.
Just putting some cracks in something nice about when you paint living things, even though this fence post or whatever this is dead.
It looks dead. I like it.
You don't have to get it just like the photo. It's not a pet portrait. Just kind of take some guidance from the photo. You don't have to paint the bottom. I just like to.
I just think like eventually we could have in like the little bottom corner, we could put like a picture of the reference photo
I know, someday.
on the screen.
This is loose, and I don't think I have. I think I do. Sometimes you need to re-glue even an expensive brush. I can feel it like rattling and shaking, but I'm going to try and just squeeze it. I don't know if that's going to do anything.
Do you want me to squeeze it?
Nah.
Okay.
Shake it. That was some pretty rusty needle nose pliers. Handle's in good shape.
You didn't break out your cleanest needle nose pliers.
Oh, I've got another one there. I think its bottom's rusty. I don't know why it rusts. It's not like
What are
I
you
leave
storing them in?
My studio.
Oh yeah, we still are swimming in boxes.
I need to take some.
We took the first carload to the undisclosed location, like like they would be watching, but and
To box taking place.
yeah, to a place that has a lot of dumpsters and recycling dumpsters all in one.
Well, I'll already let you off the hook.
But so we took the first load there, but we still have like I threw out like the lamp box. I was able to only get like the wrapping that the rug came in and a lamp
Leah's been
box.
buying furniture in case you're.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Yes,
Go
I'm starting in the middle. We are swimming in boxes because Chase and I spent each of us both spent our Christmas money at the same time, and both spent it on things that would be delivered to the house and quite large. So
Oh, it's still rattling. Go ahead.
we Chase got a new desk and a whole like monitor mounting setup and whatever. So that came in a million boxes, and I got rugs, a side table, and some lamps.
I'm gonna put that over here. Yeah.
And those came in a million boxes. And so we're swimming in them. But what was I saying before that?
Oh, I don't know. I interrupted you.
I don't know where that was going. That was going somewhere, and now it's gone.
It'll come back.
It's going somewhere.
I'm just gonna try a little palette knife, because sometimes it just leaves a neat texture. Here, let's pick it up for wood. It's like instant wood.
Ooh, yeah.
And it's hard to control, so it's scary. Here, maybe you can see it better on the darker. You kind of have to, go with what happens.
Yeah.
That was a good example of going with what happens.
And it kind of pulls the texture out of the wood.
Yeah.
Since you're painting on wood.
Oh, yeah, a little bit. Especially on the bottom because it's more rigid. You can see the lines of the top is sanded and smooth. Yeah, that's kind of fun. I like that. That's kind of like instant wood. Let's I
keep just repeating swimming in boxes in my head to try.
Oh, it'll come back when you.
Swimming in boxes.
We're watching Dead to Me, which sounds really morbid on Netflix.
We finished it.
Oh yeah, we finished it because I was crying.
It's done.
Yeah, I don't want to do any spoilers.
Well, it just like what? This is the 5th season. It's their last season. I'm assuming. I don't know if it would have been the final season, or if it was strictly because the one actress
Has MS.
has MS.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I don't know if when they filmed it, but at least like appearance and physical wise, it looks. I don't know when she if she had known she had MS prior, but if let's say I think the last season came out like pre-COVID, probably. Don't you think?
Sorry, I was not listening.
Don't you think the last season came out pre-COVID?
Oh, I'm so bad with time.
I think it did. So in just like the 2-3 years, like she has changed a lot. So I think it's progressed fast.
Yeah. Well, it could be the medication.
That too.
Changing
trying to prevent it or
changing
trying to
her
slow
face.
it down.
Hard to know. I don't know that much about it. That's just so.
But I was even thinking by the final episode, she's always kind of, if she's standing in a scene, she's like standing next to something. Like,
Oh, like a
that
little
scene
security.
where she's outside and she walks and like she supports herself with like one of those posts, you know? I feel like, or she's like in the kitchen and she's standing next to the counter and her hand's on the counter. So I wonder if it was hard to even shoot.
I don't know. I think I'm going to leave that alone for a while. Is that looking pretty good? Oh, it looks pretty good. So the values, one thing nice about when I look at the live, it's a great way for me to step away and look at the values. It looks different up close. Of course, it also will look like when I have linen canvas, it looks more rough because there's more texture.
I like that.
Yeah. All right, let's go back to where I was. There's my brush.
So now we go back to parenthood, I guess.
Oh, yeah. What are we
think.
going to watch? Well, we got some ideas the other day from people. I think you wrote them down. I might have put them in my list. I can't remember. Yeah, we can go back to parenthood. I don't know what year that came out. It's pretty old. It's nice and long, so we can watch, several in a night. And
I feel like we're decent in though, or no? I don't remember because we stopped for the Halloween movies that we were watching.
Yeah. Well, and then we had to watch The Crown came out with another season.
Oh yeah, and we'd already like right after we were done with the Halloween movie, so we might as well. 6 seasons, and I feel like it would be season 3. Maybe not though.
A lot of times I'm a little bit pokey too because I want to put in reminders. It's kind of what some of those markings are.
Oh, did you ask what year? 2010 to 2015 is when it was.
Should I stop here and do a... Oh, yeah, I did. Should I stop here and do a thank you?
Yeah, you got 2 minutes to normal time.
2 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
I'll wait a little bit. Is that like drama, suspense? All right, let's put in... Might be kind of dark. I don't know how that's going to look. Let's put that in down here. I like how round it is. I assume this bird's kind of chilly. If I twist it a little bit.
I think we're literally only season 2. Maybe.
Oh, season 2?
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
We didn't get very far. Oh, look. I don't know if you guys can hear the siren. That was interesting. They turned it on right. So we could hear it the best through the window. I'm just looking at a little bit of a value shift on my reference photo, so I grabbed a little white. Maybe as long as I've got that color in my brush. I'm quieter tonight. It was so fun to see in the Facebook group a couple of ostriches.
Yeah, there were quite a
They
few.
were so cute.
That one must have been popular to repaint because I saw quite a few.
I mean, I painted it because it made me laugh. And I always think, oh, is anybody going to buy this? It's sold already. I'm a really bad judge of what, I mean, I kind of know what's going to buy in general, like birds.
Yeah.
But I'm really bad. It seems like when I don't think they're going to go, they go.
So you just have to think nothing will go.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good plan.
Vanette says, wintertime birds are fluffy. They are adorable. Yeah, and I feel like you make yours extra chubby, and I like it.
I do sometimes. I don't know if I'd made this one extra chubby, but...
No, he's already kind of chubby.
Yeah.
But you give him, like... Oh, I guess they're kind of there. I feel like your little... under his beak hairs are more prominent, and it just looks cute.
Oh, I do that. I'll pull out some hair.
Yeah.
Like there's, I don't know if you can see it. Maybe if I put another coat, have a little couple of behind feathers. Well, and I like that. What's nice, I might switch brushes because I feel it rattle. What's nice is the reference photo really helps you. There's a little underglow, like it's one of those cars going down the street. There's a little highlight, a little sunlight catching that feather. So, I mean, you can exaggerate it or not, but it helps you with the lighting quite a bit. This is much lighter than I painted it. I'm exaggerating the light a little bit here. You can always change it too. Okay, I'm going to do a thank you as long as I stopped.
Okay.
It's not that I dislike this brush. It just needs a little brush maintenance. Sometimes, this occurred to me, did I say this during the last live, Em, that sometimes the cheaper brushes are thinner, less bristles, and that's kind of nice sometimes.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, I did. I don't always know where I... Okay, so thank you to Nancy T. and Janine W. for sending money to support the channel. And just a little bit before we went live, Wendy H. sent a super thanks, which is on, there's a heart under the videos that you can send a super thanks. So thank you, thank you. I just bought some more lights. I had bought a light and then I returned it from Amazon. Now I bought 2 more lights and hopefully I'm not using them tonight, but hopefully we'll get a little improvement on the video. I'm playing around with them. Oh, and then I guess one more announcement is next week will be what's on my easel, and I'm working on a zebra on a really dark, almost black background.
Ooh. That'll be fun.
Yeah, I took my time. I blew up the... Sorry, you guys, I needed a drink. I blew up the photo to 15 by 30 inches, and then I traced all the white areas for the most part. Because I'm going to get lost with the zillions of stripes.
Yeah.
So I really took my time with the traceable just so I don't lose my way. And then a 15 by 30 isn't that big, but if I'm sitting right in front of it, it's kind of like I can't see the forest for all the trees in the way. Okay. I'm liking this. Let's go. So a little raw sienna, some orange. I might exaggerate because he's really not that orange, but... Oh yeah, it's going to need another layer because it's pretty dark. And really it kind of comes up like this. I wasn't watching my reference photo when I painted that. There, that's glazing. People are like, I don't understand what glazing is. Well, my color's semi-transparent. And when I went over it, you can tell the difference when I go over white to when I go over the dark background. Now you can use a medium to make it even more transparent. I've seen online some people talk, you know, glazing is when you add 60% or I don't know, 50% medium, and you know, there's all kinds of... That's the hard thing about art is everybody has an opinion and they all vary. To me, that's glazing. I'm just going to blend that in a little bit. You guys probably already glaze and didn't know it. So I'm going to put another layer on that tail just to bring that out. Should we just kind of finish it off here a little bit and get some... Oh, here, we need to go up here. That's what I need to do.
Suzanne asks, Annie, do you do your own printouts or do you have them printed somewhere else?
This? I have an Epson XP430 printer.
Yes, you do.
Oh, I got it right.
You
It'll
did.
scan a little bit bigger than 8.5 by 11. It's a scanner printer. It is 6 years old, and the only way it prints out decently anymore is on the let's use a whole bunch of ink mode.
Best quality.
Yeah. So I print them out myself. Short answer. But I've been thinking about getting a new printer.
Your like your big zebra one,
Oh, it printed horribly.
you just print a bunch and tape them all together.
Yeah, there's a link on the landing page, my Traceables landing page, to a woman who shows you how to do it. You're printing out a poster size and you print it out in tiles. Sorry, did I cut you off?
No, that was what I was gonna say.
Oh, sorry.
No.
Because you could say it and then I could paint and that'd be easier.
Well, I wouldn't know where to direct. I'd be like, where is it?
I've got it on the landing page. I have it also on some of the other Traceable pages, but it's a text link.
Mm-hmm.
But if you scroll down on the Traceable landing page, I think it's on the right. It moves around during the holidays because like I had all the ornaments up there, but I took those off. I don't know if I like that. I'm thinking highlights and I'm putzing.
I like his orangey against the green.
I do too, isn't it pretty?
Suzanne says, thank you very much.
Yeah. I can't offer a ton of tech help because I'm just like not that good at it. And I thought about doing my own video. Oh, the snowman video also talks about it a little bit.
Snowman video.
That's on my landing page
Okay.
next to the how to print out a large
Oh, okay.
traceable, or I can't remember what it says. But I took a little more time in the beginning of that video and talked about, you want to tape on the front and scribble on the back with chalk pastel or whatever you're using. If you tape on the back, the chalk pastel won't stick. Of course, once you do it once, you'll remember. I'm just filling it in with some brown.
Oh, Chase has arrived.
Chase, man.
$9.99 in his little goat.
I always feel like I say that. I'm like, well, what if he doesn't? Because he doesn't need to do it every time. I'm like, oh, thank you, Chase. I super appreciate it. I like being spoiled, but no pressure. After I just said that. Okay, I gotta quit. I like the details. Let's just grab some raw sienna and, oh, maybe not. I don't know if I like that color. Let's grab some, I might have to mix some brown. You know, if you line your colors up and then you can always pull from one side and you don't run out of clean sides. Like sometimes I don't pay attention. I run out of clean sides to if I want straight up brown or straight up yellow. I'm not a very good example of palette management. I just yelled at myself. I might kind of like that you almost lose that edge of that wing. It blends right into the green.
Mm-hmm.
Might be kind of nice just to leave it.
I like all the little whites. It's always my favorite part is the little white details.
You know, I wasn't always painting those in, save your whites for last.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, it really helps me have the road map. Not only do I have a traceable, but then I have a road map of the highlights.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I kind of like it. I don't do it every time. That's probably too light, but I'm just going to go with it because I can't. It's going to dry darker too, so it might be okay. And I'm going to grab straight up that color. I like that some of the green shows through with the transparent color. I'm going to kind of, it's a wet edge, I'm just going to kind It is kind of like, woo. Let's grab a little black. Ooh, Black scares me sometimes. It's so strong, and I can paint over it. And I know these things, and I still go, woo.
That thing still hasn't come back. Whatever I was going to say, or whatever train I was on.
Oh, it's all right.
It still hasn't come back.
It's all right. We don't have to. I'm pretty chatty even when I have zero to say. I could brag.
About what?
Well, if I say it, I'll just say it because it'll sound better than it is. But I was looking at, so I sell in 2 galleries, and one of them is downtown. It's a cooperative gallery. There's 36 artists. I was the 3rd best seller for 2022 down there.
Yay.
Which I was so excited about. Of course, then I could downplay it, you know. I'm really excited about it.
And it's your first full year there?
First full year. So you start in October, so you have a couple months. It's my first full year. It also, I mean, not to put my art down, but I think it also helps. I've been running a studio sale for, I think I'm going to run it for a while, for the last 2 months, 3 months. So I'm almost selling like these, or an 8x8 I was selling, or I am selling for $50, which is just slightly more than a print price. But I think that makes it more affordable for more people. I did it because I wanted cash flow, but it ended up working out okay. Like,
And you're paint. I don't know. Maybe that's in my brain. Maybe it's because you're painting smaller, but I feel like you're painting faster.
Oh, I am a little bit. It depends. That zebra, I could get lost in the weeds. I'm already lost in the weeds with just the traceable.
Sorry. What were you saying?
Go ahead.
Cindy says, "Congratulations, Annie." Vanetta says, "Congratulations," and Suzanne says, "That's awesome, Annie," with 3 clapping emojis.
Thank you. It wasn't even a humble brag. I just straight out did it.
Bonita said, "Congratulations. That's fantastic."
Thank you, guys. I super appreciate it. Well, and you guys help because you come to the lives, you comment, people share the videos, and so people are like, and then my tags at the gallery say, "Watch me paint on YouTube." You know, and all those numbers help. Help a lot. So I thank you all. I truly couldn't do it without you guys. Everything adds up, just like layers.
Janet says, "Congratulations, that's awesome." Susie says, "Congratulations."
Thank you.
Diane says, "Really great," with a bunch of exclamation marks.
Oh, thank you. Now I feel silly for saying something. Thank you. I can hear Gramps saying, "Just say thank you," because I get all like embarrassed, you know, and awkward when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Just say thank you.
I swear, I think I saw it was like on Real Housewives, one of the franchises that I watch, and 2 girls were shopping and they were talking about how like bad they are, like they just always like make an excuse for a compliment.
Yeah.
So all they need to say is, "I received that," and I'm like, that's a little too much, but still, it's better than like, "No, you know,
Yep.
I received that."
Just say thank you. Just thank you. I'm still at 59. I need to work on that.
Angela says, "Hi all, it's been forever since I made it to a live, and I'll have to watch on replay and catch up, but wanted to say hi and Happy New Year. Thanks for all the tutorials as always."
Hey, Angela. Thanks for coming. Happy New Year. I'm just playing. Trying not to go my normal speed, but it's not working. I'm pretty much going my normal speed here. But, I mean, really, this bird is awfully close to done.
Yeah, you could totally, I mean, I know you'll fuddle with him, but he looks very much painted.
Yeah. I'll play with the... Of course, what's going to happen now, too, is this second layer is going to be lighter. But I think he's a little dark over here.
He needs some Annie lights.
It's a little dark. It's a little brown. But yeah, I mean, that could be done. Have lots of drama. Yeah, how do you know when you're done? Well, when you like it. And really probably a while before you actually stop. And I that applies to me. may not apply to you. Because after like, oh, I like it now, and more is going to be better. You know? I do that.
Oh, if you, it's probably going to be a long time, but if you remember or you think of it, if you, could you keep a butter tin in a lid or something like that? Oh, actually, we have cottage cheese, so maybe I won't need it. I was thinking that we don't really get like margarine, like fake butter anymore.
Yeah, we just threw one out.
Or ever. I don't know why. Ever since I moved out, I never like finished it fast enough, so then I never bought it, I guess.
Well, Chase cooks with real butter, doesn't he?
Well, yeah, and then Chase cooks with real butter. And it's not, and it always gets unsalted because he says you can add salt.
That's true, but since I use it like on grilled cheese and stuff, I like this salted.
So for grilled cheeses, I put mayo on the outside.
That's right, I don't do that.
So, where was I going with that? Oh yeah, so we don't have butter. And I was painting that frame that I bought this weekend that I didn't like the color of, and then I painted it. Mm-hmm. And I could not find any of my cute little, just like cute, my trashy little, honestly.
Oh, something to mix paint.
Butter lids. I found all my bottoms, but I didn't find any of the tops.
Well, we don't go through it like we used to, but yeah,
I know.
I'll try to remember.
We did get cottage cheese this week, so we'll go through that. Or at least I'll have to, if we don't go through it, I'll have to throw it out eventually, so. I'll try not to let it sink to the back of the fridge where we really forget about it. And then I don't want to open it.
Oops, I gotta get a little water. Oh, I posted in the Facebook group. Did you see that, Em?
I did.
It's from Golden, and it talks about water on a couple of different, it talks about an absorbent. Mm-hmm. So gessoed is absorbent, paper is absorbent. Mm-hmm. How much water you can add to paint. Now, Liquitex might not be exactly the same, or Matisse, or whatever brand you use, but I thought it was really helpful, because some of the stuff you read can just scare you. And we were talking about underbinding at the last live. Of course, it's not the only article or it's just one I found that I kind of liked. I only looked at a couple.
I think,
it's not the be all end all.
I'm pretty sure Jennifer asked, like, what was underbinding? Who would have thunk?
You've
been thinking about it since. Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
I said underbinding.
I wasn't even paying attention
Yeah, I've been thinking about it ever since the last live.
Okay. I don't remember you saying it. I just remember her question. But that would make sense, because it did. I was like, what is that?
Yeah. And I'm like, and I really didn't know. I mean, I knew it doesn't stick, it flakes, and I've never had that happen. And in my opinion, which I worried about, was like, well, you can see when you add too much water. But I thought, well, shoot. I mean, who knows how many people are going to watch. There, is he a little rounder? I need to look. Here, we probably should do a quick tour.
A tour of my bird. Welcome to my bird tour.
I think that's pretty good. Kind of want a little. It's going to be strong and it's going to bug me, and I'm going to do it. Okay, look, I keep trying. There. I might put in. That might be pretty good. I need to look at it. Oh, that's kind of cute. I have them a little dark up here, but I don't know how accurate we need to be. It's not going into a bird book on species.
Yeah, like a bird book, but just like the medical books they do, where they have to be to scale and accurate. Vanetta says, absolutely beautiful.
Thanks.
Yeah, I like him. He's sweet.
I like building up from dark to light, even though I painted the white early on.
Is he a he or a she?
I don't know.
Because, like, cardinals are easy to tell, but...
Yeah, I don't know. I like that they have the eyebrow. I need to bring that up a little bit. And then this is looking green. It was yellow, but now it looks green. I think I painted over it. Bring that up a little bit. That looks really weird now to me.
Bab says, I am late but here. He/she is a really cute. Heart emoji, thumbs up.
Hi, Babs. Thank you.
And then Suzanne says, just so pretty.
Birds are fun. I think birds are easy. I'm not doing a bunch of feathers.
Did I say Suzanne? I think Susan.
Susan?
I don't know what came out of my mouth. I'm trying to Google names that start with W for the, because it's a wren, right? It's a type of wren bird.
Carolina wren.
Carolina wren.
I have a cat hair stuck to my nose. I'm glad you guys can't see me. I also didn't have to share that, but I did.
Could be Carol Warren. Just like it's just like Carolina wren.
Is that somebody I should know, or is that just a name?
No, just a name. I was trying.
I like that.
I was googling double name or W names.
We still don't know if it's a he or she, do we?
I know. Tinker says, looking great with a bunch of exclamations.
Thank you. Just kind of doing some horizontal strokes. I don't know if it's quite working. What do we want to do? Yeah, that's looking green now too. Not crazy about that. Ooh, I can tell it's winter. My paints are drying. My little puddles will last a little longer in the summer. I don't know what I did or if it just changed because the colors around it affect it. Color is relative. Let's I'm gonna clean out my brush. Let's grab my favorite. It's very dangerous, #1 round. This one's from Princeton. And let's I haven't really used the yellow. I don't know if I needed to put it out. You keep messing with the window, hun.
Chilly.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, there's wind, and it's kind of like there's
It's blowing on you?
starting to be wind. Yeah.
I can tell I'm warm, but I'm not saying do anything. I can tell. Let's put a little yellow. Oh, it's almost too light after all that.
Chase said, off to eat some ground turkey. Something everyone. He mistyped something. Something everyone.
Thanks for coming, Chase. I forget he's still here.
Yeah, he was a silent viewer today. Diane says, bird artist John Muir would be pleased. Lovely bird.
Oh, don't know who that is.
M-U-I-R.
I'll have to look it up. Oh my gosh, there's a zillion artists out there once you start looking.
I'm trying to tell the difference between
Some
boy
amazing...
bird and girl bird.
Oh, for the Carolina wren?
Yeah. D-curved bill. But is this a boy or a girl?
I don't know. It's weird. I can see my peripheral vision like...
that might be a boy. Or a girl, I mean. Might be a girl.
Really? So many second delay, and it's just weird to watch me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to grab a little white. Bring that back up. You can paint this all with a round, small brush and very tight detail if you want. I like that sort of thing. Nothing wrong with that. There's a couple little spots here I want to get in. I kind of like them. Ooh, that adds a little bit of character. Oh yeah, I was going to kind of get sidetracked. I like the eyebrow here. We're losing it. This might be too light. Here, should I pick this up? Sorry guys, I probably should have been doing that.
Carmen says, super cute, very realistic.
Yeah, the video smooths it out too, the streaming. I think I want some orange on it. Well, okay, let's work on the tail. I keep bouncing. I bounce around to things that pop into my head, so I don't forget it. My paint's drying up, so I dropped a little bit of water in there. I'm just going to kind of poke at it it had skinned over. And then I don't know if my brown's going to be dark enough. Okay, I kind of like some of the, here. If you could see my head swiveling because my reference photo's off to the side, it's kind of funny. Good for the neck muscles. Probably look really funny though if we had. I can't wait till we can have. I mean, I don't know how far off this is, but we can have cameras showing different things, showing Freckles sleeping. Freckles is my cat.
Winifred, the Wren.
Oh, I like Winifred.
I don't know if it's the boy or girl though. I think as long as I don't know if it's.
Yeah, that is a problem because people will come in and say that's not
yeah.
I think I want it actually darker here. Let's just scumble in a little edge, and then I'm gonna grab a little raw sienna. I feel like I'm talking like a sleepy librarian today. We don't have to talk about every stripe. I'm gonna kind of, I don't know that the reference photo is quite like that, but I'm gonna say that's a little more, and I kind of went over that one, but I don't think I mind. A little more tail feathery. Oh, actually, maybe, change my mind. I was going to go darker, but let's go lighter, creamier. Oh, look at that, dried. I'm going to put a little yellow in it. And a little white. It's like cooking. And then it might not be right. I'll do a lot of maybe this, maybe that. And I put on the canvas, go, nope. I've got these tail feathers lined up quite a bit. I'm going to pull this one over. Oops, and I did too much. Oh well. Go back and fix it. I drew my center line in the center. Well, that might actually be okay. So I meant to leave some darks there. I'll come back. When I paint, I want to go librarian voice. Is that a good description of it?
Female Bob Ross. Because he kind of has a librarian voice.
I've had 3 people now say I'm a female Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers.
Even though he's not a painter. Emily likes that one. I'm like, yeah, sometimes. Okay, they're all I keep lining stuff up. Do you guys see that?
Is that in the comments?
I don't. It's been in a couple various videos, but yeah, it's in the comments.
It's funny.
Like, oh my gosh, I said to myself, da-da-da. I'm like, oh, that made me laugh. The first time somebody did that made me laugh. I'm like, okay, it might be true now. Because other people are saying it. So I just kind of messed up my lines so they aren't so lined up. Okay. How much time? I have about a half an hour. Chris, we can
about
go
on the dot.
We can go over. I think I'm gonna. I was thinking I was gonna glaze here, but I'm gonna get a little more. If I can get it in there. Hopefully that's in frame. Okay, and then do I want a little? Woohoo! I actually stopped breathing on that one. Emily did too. Don't hold your breath. It works better. I can tell you what to do. It doesn't mean I always do it myself. It's hard. Like when I first started golfing, I was always holding my breath. I'm like, why am I so tired? I was trying to control it so much, you know? Okay. I'm going to work on the eye a little bit, glaze, work on the feet, and we'll be done. I think I'm going to put a straight up white dot in the eye. I think that's all I'm going to need. I have, it's not linked in this video's description, but I painted a large dog eye, which is very similar to this bird eye. And I put some, I think I already said I put some orange in there, which the reference photo doesn't have. Or some raw sienna would work. Actually, that probably looks more raw sienna now. Because I bring, you know, I'll tone it down.
Mm-hmm.
So the sun's coming, so maybe kind of just in the middle, or wherever it happens to hit. And he really doesn't have, he or she doesn't have, okay, I kind of like the black ring around it. And then it's dark brown. I'm just trying to decide if I want to bring up, I think I might leave it, bring up some of the,
Bab says, I love the eyes. Perfect.
thank you. I'm just going to maybe darken this a little bit. There's kind of a triangle shape right there. So now it just kind of becomes like, do your values work on the painting? Can I get away with it that dark there? Because it's not that dark in the reference photo. And it does have a neat little dark, so it's not that dark there, but it has some neat little darks there that might be fun. That I might paint out, but sometimes I do that and have to go back and put them back in. And maybe a little, oop, happy accident there. Like this one's probably gonna get painted out when I glaze. So I give the face a little more oomph. Is the eyebrow pretty good?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he looks sweet.
So now you could just keep going for more detail if you want more realism.
He looks so sweet.
Oh, thanks, hon. It's so nice to have you here. No. So I kind of want that. I want it to stand out, but I want it in somewhat in shadow, so I'm just kind of mucking with it. I don't know if I need to. Probably had my hair and head in there. Oh, here, you know what we could do? I forget, a lot of times when I rinse off my brush, I forget to wipe the drips off. This might be overkill. Let's see what it looks like. Oop. I just said that a lot of times I have too much water. Pull that feather a little more forward. Oh, I kind of like that. You like it? Oh, yeah. I looked at the...
Yeah, his tail looks nice.
Whoops. There. Just when you think like, oh, I have all this skill, like make a blob and then just smear it with my finger, I'm like, oh, that's pretty nice. I'm going to make him, her. Oh, I feel like there needs to be a highlight here. I might have to come back and fix this again. Kind of warm it up a little bit.
I'm gonna say since just the features are more muted, it's probably a girl. Like the stripe above its head isn't as prominent.
Well, males are usually prettier.
Susie says, I love the way the sunlight is shining through his tail feathers.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, it's juicy.
It's a good reference photo. You guys, I mean, you guys can paint it. I would try to mix it up so it doesn't look quite like mine. You know, change the background. You can flip it. That helps a little. I think with this one I wouldn't worry too much about it. I worry about manufacturers, and I license my art, and they have money to fight copyright, kind of like Disney. We talked about Disney a couple lives ago, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, this is a Creative Commons Zero photo. You can totally paint it. And the nice thing is it's most likely going to be your own anyway. You have your own handwriting. I don't know. That was really wishy-washy. I hope that made sense. I just worry about them hassling people. I don't like that. Let's grab a little brown. So I don't like that I lost the edge, so I'm just going to darken it right there, even if it doesn't follow the reference photo. And now I'm losing the toe. The toes. Put that back in.
Put a little pink right on that toenail.
Yeah, I just thought I'd get some orange in there.
Yeah.
And then maybe we'll tone it down. Do we want, I don't know, is the orange? I'm a little worried to put orange over here. Oh yeah, it's going to be okay. Need to put the toenails on.
Yeah, hit him with a little blue, maybe a little pink.
You could totally put blue in this. I just didn't have it on my palette.
I meant like the toenails are
just
painted.
Little pops of aqua could be kind of cool. Okay, I wanted to, oh, here. I have this out, and I was gonna make this beak pop a little bit. Hopefully I'm holding it in frame. Ooh, that's orange. That scares me. So basically just glazing, and that was darker already underneath. Oh, and I pull it too far down. I do that. I don't look at my reference photo. A few things matter, like eyes and beaks, noses, because people just sort of instinctively know the shape. It's okay this way, but it really goes like this. And I'm going to put some of my yellow back in, maybe. I make mistakes. Let's see how that looks. Let it dry. Let's put some orange. I'm going to grab a bigger brush. It's not that much bigger. That's a 1/4 inch. Let's just go with it. So smaller brushes, more detail, more realism. I think it needs to be a little lighter. Isn't that fun? I think glazing is the best.
Mm-hmm. You need like a t-shirt. It's like, I love glazing. I love glazing.
Real art.
It's a donut with a paintbrush painting over it.
That's
like
kind of
glazed
cute.
Donut.
Real artist glaze.
Real artists love glaze.
Doesn't really have orange there, but I'm going to put it in.
That gives me the choosy moms choose GIF vibes. Whatever that saying was.
Choosy artist glaze. Yeah, I don't know. We'll come up with something. Put it in the merch store. Well, that could lead into a commercial. Free shipping. I think it's Sunday through Monday. Oh, I made this a little big, but I'm not going to worry about it, I guess. I kind of want to glaze up here, but maybe we want to glaze some yellow. Maybe almost like this color. You guys don't know what I'm talking about, but we'll get there in a second and you'll see. So I just put a little water in there to wake it up. And we can leave this darker. We don't have to. I'm mostly saying that to myself. I'm just thinking a little warmer. A little rounder. I really got a strong line here. Do we like that? He really doesn't have that, or she. And this isn't that strong. I could soften that up. Let's see, how does that look? We could.
I love it.
Isn't that fun? It looks, I mean, it just makes it, you get the structure down and then it just starts getting easier. This is quite an orange now, Carolina Wren. Oh, I kind of like that. I think I need to slow down, slow the roll. I want to put some white back in on the, I like this. It's white right here. Oh yeah, that just, I need to step back. That just is fun. How many of you guys have painted a painting on a dark background? Is that something that bugs the crud out of you? You like it?
I love how juicy he looks.
Yeah. I'm going to kind of try to lightly, so when I do that, I pick up a little paint and it softens the white. Oh, we could smear out too. You can tell I'm getting excited. All kinds of things are running through my head that we can do.
Diane says, I like to paint on a red background.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I was wondering about the dark because, like, is it hard for you to... Mm-hmm. That's okay. I mean, a lot of people paint on a light or a white. I'll put a little dot there, even though there really isn't one. Okay, so what I'm looking at, and I'm not doing much, is there's these little white fluffs, and I don't know how much detail I want to get, so I need to kind of just make a decision and go for it. And if I don't like it, I will literally say this to myself in my head, I can fix it and paint it, just like I fixed the beak.
Susie says, dark backgrounds add so much drama.
They can, and it makes it easier for drama. Of course, not everybody likes that. I've got a much lighter, I painted on a very light cream background, a big cow face that my son titled FaceTime. I don't know when that's coming up, so it's pretty much the opposite of this. And I might be getting too much detail, just because I'm trying to sneak up on that. Oh, I think I like that. It makes it fluffier. Just kind of hinting, glazing again in that my paint's kind of thin, so whites might be the most opaque paint in the of all the at least Liquitex paints. Add a little water to it, and then just lightly brush, and you'll get some. See, now I could go over the whole thing with a lot of detail. Okay, we want this to kind of sweep down, and then back up. And when I had some black up here that I lost. I don't know if I need it. Sometimes you don't need every little. Oh, I like that. Just kind of like a fade off into the, I don't know if that shows. I'll do it one more time. Fade off into the wild hair distance. I think that's fun. When my brush is running out, I'm going to emphasize that one. To me, this is the fun part. I'm going to let that like be a soft edge and blend into the background. This almost does. I could make it closer in value if I really wanted to lose that edge. Mm-hmm. Am I talking too much? I feel like I am.
You go, girl. Go.
This is the stuff that runs through my head. Pretty soon I'm going to get so used to the lives, I'm going to be talking out loud in my studio all the time to myself. Okay, what do we want to do? I really emphasized the whites here. And if I might be a mistake that I'm going to knock most of it down. Don't know. All right, I think we're going to work on the feet and we might call it done. Oh, I don't know. Do we like the beak? Is it too orange?
I don't think so, just because he's juicy everywhere else, is my opinion.
I really did juice it. Because I'm going to lose that. I don't like that.
Janet says, it looks so real with the sparkly heart emoji.
Oh, thank you. It isn't. I'll get the reference photo up here in a second. Yes, oh, here's a thought. I heard another artist say this, and I can't think who it was. Of course, this is a bird portrait, so you don't have to worry too much about direction, but I do have like dark corners down here. There is a little bit lighter glow in here. Keep your details up towards the face and the eye. The eye already grabs you. It's kind of like, I was a graphic designer forever, and you put a pair of eyes in an ad, even if it's dog eyes, the ad grabs much more attention. And keep the detail, keep a little more detail up in here too. And that'll entertain and hold the viewer just a little longer. Because I feel like part of our job is to entertain ourselves and the person who might want to buy it. Or the person you're giving it to. Sorry guys, I keep going for a lighter value and I'm not getting it. I guess I don't really need to apologize. It's just how it is. I don't always.
Susie says he looks so alive compared to the reference photo. Suzanne says, I love the color of the beak.
Okay, thanks. I love having the feedback. Thank you. It's really orange, but maybe I shouldn't mess with it. Tomorrow I'll have a clearer head. I won't be right on top of it and talking and all those things. Maybe I want to kind of put like a little. If we're gonna go for it, let's put a little yellow on it. I don't know if that's gonna make much difference. I kind of want to put some more detail up around the eye. How much time? I've got 11 minutes. I still have to do the legs. I mean, I know I can go over. I think you're amazing that you don't tell me that anymore, Emily. Oh, I know what I might like. I'll grab a little black, a little brown. Let's... Okay, this is what I'm looking at right there. All right, and I kind of drew it with my brush. This might be too dark. Let's maybe make that a little... And if I don't get it right, get it stronger. Ooh, I feel like that's off. Well, that's what it looks like, kind of. I think that might help. Might not. I'm going to break up my ring a little bit. Let's mess it up a little bit. I don't know. I think that might help. I wonder if I want to make his eyebrow a little lighter again. How do you know when to stop? Probably a while ago. I grabbed a little white. It's going to dry down because it's really thin. I'm going to just poke. I know I didn't pick it up. It's going to dry darker. Let's see if we like that. He's got a white, it's really not a white tip on his beak, but I kind of like that. And then I feel like this is kind of weird here. Oh, he's got fur that comes over. It doesn't really look like it for feathers. I do that in videos too. I'll listen to a video and I'm like, oh, I said fur or, hair, and it's not. My brain is like the fuzzy stuff.
Diane says, look at the painting through the mirror reflection. This will give you a clear view, even though it's backwards.
Yep. I look at the live stream. Gives me a step back.
And then Vanetta says, Annie, do you go by the rule one side would be hard edge, the other side slightly blurry?
No, I don't know that rule. So, I mean, this is, I don't know if that I understand. I don't think it's a bad rule. I just don't think I get it.
Like his belly side would be hard edge, and then his tail side would blur more.
Oh, you could. I guess in general, this is a bird portrait, but in general, like with a landscape, the stuff out here will have less detail. And then as you go in, have more detail, and then have your most contrast, if you can, by the star of your show. So like if you've got a dark black tree and then a white hunk of sun coming through kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So I'll go blurry more towards the outer edges on a landscape. On a portrait, I kind of do what feels fun in the moment, which isn't very helpful at all. I like to sometimes like smear out an edge like I did with the feather. I've got a tuna time cat video. I don't think I can get it in here. As long as we're talking blurry and... Hey, Anne, would you grab my mister if it's not a problem? It's on the top shelf of my art cart. Let's see if I can show this. Cause so sometimes I like just taking some wet paint and smearing it for blurry. I don't know if I can get this in. Here, I'm just going to turn it upside down. And then this corner is much more blurry. Can you see that? Right in here. Then the eyeballs, nose. So yeah, but I don't necessarily do one side blurry and one side not. You can, totally could. Boy, that was like a whole big soapbox for probably a very simple.
Susie says, love that kitty.
Thank you. That's tuna time. I love the eyeballs on that cat. They're like marbles. Okay, feet and I'm done? I mean, I could keep going for another hour. Because then I'll go grab a cup of tea and like, okay, what do I like? What do I want to, what would be fun? What might be interesting? I like the yellow. I don't think it's too much. If you guys do, by all means, let me know. Oh, you know what? His structure's a little off. Of course, you can kind of get away with that. Ooh, scary. I'm just going to grab some brown. Is that in frame? And then we'll tone it down. And now I pretty much lost it. I'm not scared anymore. It might be just a smidgy better. So you can get into the details and keep reworking it and reworking it. I don't know if I need to. Oh, can you hear there's a new little puppy kitty corner.
Oh, really?
Do you hear it barking?
Oh, yeah, I heard a little yip.
Yeah. We have a thing called the Nextdoor app. I don't know if any of you, I don't know if it's like international or,
Yeah,
and so someone actually posted puppy in training. We aren't forgetting it or, we put it in the sunroom. Oh, I just dropped water somewhere. I felt I saw it. Oh, and sometimes I can just hear it barking. Yeah. It must be in the
kennel.
Back porch on the sunroom or whatever they call it.
Susie says, love that kitty. And Vanetta says, adorable cat. You do the hard, soft edges to draw attention to one side being the focal point. That makes sense, like a photo, I guess, like a photograph would.
Sure. Yeah, that's pretty much what I said. If you, yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. You have more detail and hard edges where you want the viewer to spend more time.
Yes.
So yeah, in a landscape, my edges will be softer, less detail. Sometimes I'd go back and paint all the detail I painted in out. Okay, I'm going to wrap this up, paint the feet are pretty much done. I don't know if I mind them being... Do I want to bring them up at all? I kind of lost the back Back toe. I'm going to grab a little black. I don't know if it's a toe, but do I want it in there? I don't know if I like that. I think it was better when it just kind of... How do you know? Oh, I don't know. It just after a while becomes personal taste. I'm not going to paint that out. Maybe I'll just bring it all darker. I don't have much detail here, but I don't know if I need it. Hopefully I wasn't shaking my table. I just realized my leg was wiggling. So then I put some in. Just kind of weather it up a little bit. I made this much rounder than it is, but I kind of like it. So here's a thought. I mean, not everybody watching is a beginner painter. And then I watch other artists I think are so much better than I am. I'm going to wash that off so I don't keep seeing that. There's a little bit of chalk pastel. My opinion only, I would start with working on your values. Like you can't think of everything like softer edges, harder edges, this and that. You know, work on your values first. I don't know, I feel like they're the most important. Em may disagree with me. Em's reading.
I would not disagree with you.
Work on your drawing? Oops, sorry, I just hit my phone with my hair. I don't know if that toenail's even going to show. I kind of lost the toe.
Bye, toe. We loved you.
Yeah, that doesn't look very good. So sometimes it's easier to skinny up a line than to paint a skinny line. So I'm going to see if I can do it. I'm rinsing out my brush. I'm going to wipe it off because it's just kind of wet. Make a little gray, which I think is a little too dark. See if we can get that toenail in there. Oh, it's not dark enough. Grab a little more black. It's too dark. How many YouTubers show you that? I don't know. Probably all of them.
All of them.
Probably all of them.
Probably all of them.
I don't know. I need to watch more of them. I watch Marla Baguetta. She does pastel, watercolor, acrylic. Well, I think she does it all. Very talented. She has some great online classes. I watch Karen Margulis. I like the chalk pastel painters. They're looser too, which I've been getting. I think if I look back, I'm getting a little bit looser. I'll have to go look to see if that's an accurate statement, but I think I'm done.
I love him.
Does he look done?
He looks so sweet.
I could overdo this. If it's everywhere,
It's nowhere.
it's nowhere. I think some of those spots are the fun. I'm trying to just scumble in a little dark there. I didn't really change his toes too much. I need to wash off some of the chalk pastel. Although I've got a little nice back glow. I'll show you what I'm talking about. That's actually chalk pastel on the back of that leg. It's kind of nice. Did we like it in there? Made his leg fatter. I don't know if it matters.
I don't know if it matters, yeah.
Grab some white. Are you starving, Emily?
I'm a little hungry.
I can stop.
I hope. No, it's fine. I'm fine. Oh, that part? No, I'm fine. I thought you were just asking me.
It's done. I'm not making, how I know I'm done, I'm not making changes that are making much difference. I'm just trying to add some weird little texture, but I don't think that's doing anything either. Okay, guys, if you have any questions or comments, let me know. You know, I just saw something. I could go a little darker right here to give them a little more shape. I need to step back from it. Oh yeah, I think it would. I looked at the live stream. See if I can just kind of scummle it in, squiggle it in. Of course, then that might make me, so when you do something like this and you're kind of like, oh, then I need to do, you know, that, and I need to do, I'm running out of paint. That's one thing about a bigger brush, is you can paint longer with it. Is that too dark?
Bonita says, looks fantastic with the 2 eyeball
Aw,
emojis.
Thank you, Bonita. She's been here from the very first. I feel like Bonita's been around. I got a shout out to Bonita. I use her notebook that she sent me, I don't know how long ago, for my thank yous. My little...
Yeah, your notes of who to thank.
Notes, yeah. Has freckles on it. So I just made it darker, now I'm kind of mucking with it. But I think that might give him a little more, like he kind of needs one here too. Oh my gosh, you can paint and paint and paint. I've got the dot, but maybe it just needs a little. Kind of darken up.
Susie says, I love that Carolina Wren. So beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right, I am truly quitting. I like it. I like it. I like the yellow. I think it's a little intense, but I like it compared to the here. Does that work? Oh, and we should do a screenshot. I need to sign it too.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do a little drive-by up close. I like the yellow in the tail, even though it's... So I've exaggerated the colors, but that you can get away with that. That's what's fun about painting. Wood's so fun. I love a little palette knife skipping. Really makes wood fun. All right, and then we'll do a little of this, and I'll sign it. And I'll say goodbye. What color? That's gonna be too light. All right, how does that look? That might dry dark enough. So what I do is I'll stick like my finger in here. Someone probably won't frame this, but in case they do and the frame comes in a little bit, you want to sign in a bit. Mm-hmm. Some artists sign like right on the edge, but then you can frame it, but part of your signature might poke up and look weird, or it just might totally hide your signature. And then I do just my initials because I paint little ornaments. Oh, my stomach just growled.
I heard it.
Hope everybody didn't hear it. And then I sign the back with Annie Troe. So A, that makes the T, and then 1 dot for favorite son and 1 dot for favorite daughter.
Vanessa says, this little bird is fantastically done. Looks amazing.
Thank you. You guys are so nice. Thank you, thank you. It's so fun for me to share my art journey with you, and it's even more fun when you guys share what you're up to with me. I just love that. I'm looking at the chat so I can see you guys. Thanks for coming. Thank you for all your support. Great, big, happy art hugs, and I hope to chat with you soon. Bye, guys.